The Northern Territory's coastline is one of the healthiest marine environments on Earth. The biological diversity and the numbers of marine creatures is almost unmatched worldwide. One of the signs of a healthy marine ecosystem is the amount of sharks present. And there is one particular spot in the Northern Territory that has more sharks than anywhere else. At the very top of the Wessels Islands in North East Arnhem Land is a 3-kilometre stretch of reef that is home to an extraordinary number of aggressive sharks. They are here because of the pristine water and the abundance of food. This particular stretch of reef is a place called Cape Wessel, the very tip of this dramatic chain of islands that knives out 100 kilometres off the Northern Territory's mainland coast. It's sacred Aboriginal land with deep cultural significance and a place that has to be respected. Its prehistoric rock formations create an eerie underwater landscape of deep drop-offs, coral reefs, cracks, tunnels and deep holes that seem to go down forever. It's a place where you feel like you haven't been invited. It's also one of the most remote and wild places on Earth and has some of the best big Spanish mackerel fishing in the world. Because of this, there is one family of professional Spanish mackerel fishermen that venture out there every year to brave the hostile conditions and chase the mighty Spaniard. Dad, Bruce Davey, Mum Juanita, their children Elspeth and Tiger, and Tiger's wife Prue, all lead a unique lifestyle living aboard the family mothership, Wildcard. The Davies have been professional fishermen for generations, forging a living off the wild northern Australian waters for collectively around 100 years. Raised on the ocean, they have all lived an adventurous life beyond comprehension to most people. Professionally line fishing for Spanish mackerel is an adrenaline-loaded, dangerous form of hand-to-hand combat fishing. It's not for the half-hearted. It's physical and takes a lot of skill and understanding about the ocean and the animals that live in it. Because of the sharks, mackerel fishing at Cape Wessel has a unique set of challenges. Unless they are landed quickly, the Spaniards are ripped to shreds in a vicious game of tug-of-war between fishermen and shark. These battles are brutal, and it's not uncommon for the sharks to get airborne as they attack with so much force. And it's no wonder they have given this place the nickname, Cape Carnage. The Wildcard family are some of our best friends, and they've always wanted Simmo and I to join them and to experience firsthand their way of catching Spaniards and to witness some of the craziest shark behaviour we are likely to ever see. So this week, we've decided to take the 3-day journey, living aboard the Wildcard, to see firsthand this form of fishing and the jumping sharks of Cape Carnage.
All right.
Let's go fishing!
Yeah! Here we go.
Put this one on.
So this is a skirted garfish. Tie one hook in, a bit of wire through the garfish's eye, and that skirt comes down over his nose.
Yeah.
And the colours are proven attractants, basically. Make it look pretty, and that's it. So Cape Wessel mackies are bigger than other mackies around the country.
Yeah,
These are the horses.
Yeah, we call it Cape Carnage. Just big fish, big sharks, big everything.
I was looking under the boat. I was looking under the main boat there just before we jumped out, and there was just sharks everywhere already, and we haven't even started processing.
You can get in closer and get out of that shark zone. What sharks have really, honestly, evolved here to fish off of the back of small boats. They know. I'm just going to hit there.
There's bait, there's hook. Oh, God, get out of the way. Here we go. Now, Juanita, are you calling a good one here?
Yep.
Calling a good one. Oh! Shark on him. Whoa! Go, Juanita. Here we go. Got a shark on him for sure. This is a tough battle. Ooh.
Yeah, you see that shark?
Yep, here we go. He's still on it. Oh, jeez. Whoa, that is a massive mackie. And the shark was on him straight away. Here we go, he's on, another one. Wow. Oh, another goodie. Another one, whoa!
We're in trouble.
Everywhere here. Whoa! Oh no!
I don't think I've got a whole one in yet.
Whoa! There are just sharks and mackerel everywhere here at the moment. Oh!
Break the line too. You can have it. Lots of sharks.
Whoa! 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 So this is why they call it Cape Carnage. There's just sharks everywhere. You can see them below the boat when Juanita pulls up the mackerel. That's a pretty common occurrence, Juanita, that there?
Yep.
That's a bigger one. Look at the size of those teeth there. So this is a place you definitely don't want to fall in around. But is there some days where they're not here at all, or they're always here? Yeah.
Sharks are
Always here.
Sometimes they're more brutal than others.
Okay, that's just incredible.
Alright.
All right, she's back in. Wow. Oh, you are kidding me. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, holy dooly. Whoa, whoa.
Yep, there
He's
you go.
on.
Oh, look at that.
Fletch, get that. Yeah.
That's alright.
Pull it in.
Here you go.
Here we go. We're on here, Fletch. Yes, go Prue. Hang on, we're on here again. Yep, we're on again. Holy f. Oh. Got him. Got him. Should I move? Woohoo!
That's what happens.
Wow. Oh, there's a shark. Holy hell.
There you go. Straight away. See
Oh, yep, we're on. Look at that. Far out. Now, this is a bit of the scary bit for Simmo. Oh, off again.
That, my friend, is why we call it Cape Carnage. Drop it. Straight shot.
That's all that's left of one mackie. His bottom jaw. Have a look at that. And those teeth there, they're designed for the mackie just to slice into the bait and cut it in half
We're on again.
and come back. We're on again. I don't want these teeth to hit my leg or my femoral artery here. That's going in. Uh-oh. Do I have to change sides?
You're right.
Woohoo! Go, this is a biggie. Yo, beauty. This is the worrying bit. Uh-oh, shark on him right here. Go, girl. Yes. That's the worrying bit for me. Yo, beauty. Jeez. Yeah. Woo. Okay, so immediately killed him. Immediately brain spiked him. Cut his throat. That's clinical. Clinical. So this is the setup. We've got our VB cord, or like 4mm rope, I reckon that is, and it's actually got a bungee strap there. That's a shock absorber. So when the fish hits, it's not going to pull itself out straight away. It's going to take a bit of the pressure, and then this goes back 13 metres. Is that right? 13, 14 metres.
Together, I think it's around.
Woo, look at that one. Oh man, it's fun. I love watching it. Look at that. Whoa.
Here we go, we're on.
Here we go. Come on, I'll get one here. Oh. Had a hit. Go, girl. Oh, there it is. Yes. Rocket. Jeez.
That's a shark, I bet.
Look. Oh, Jesus.
No, just leave it, leave it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Shark's got it. Now you're pulling in a fish and a shark. Holy hell. Jesus. What? Oh, yep. I got it.
Pull it in,
Oh,
pull it in.
hell.
No, be careful.
I've got him.
Alright, you good?
I'm good. Bit slippery. Bit slippery.
Alright.
What is going on? Oh!
Nice. Good
Shark on him. Shark on him.
Got him now, be
Shark
careful,
on him.
land him.
Shark's got him.
Alright. Let me land it. Woo-hoo!
Bang, debut.
Well done.
Whew. My God, I slipped on the floor there and started heading towards the drink and there's sharks everywhere. Whew. Commercial debut. Far out, that is a lot harder than it looks.
Oh no! This is epic.
There's just no way you can get him in, eh?
Yeah.
That's
No
why I
way.
did giggle when you said you wanted to use a rod.
That is just absolute
It's
carnage.
insane, isn't
It's carnage, you're right. How long have you been fishing this country for, Juanita?
Here, 20, probably about 25 years.
Are you-
Still scares willies out there.
Do you still see things that you're surprised by?
Yeah.
Don't tell me, a whole one. Don't tell me. We got one.
Yay!
Yes,
We got a whole
there it
one.
is.
Woohoo! Mackerel are faster than sharks. That's why they'll still feed. Sharks don't normally get to eat mackerel. But
So-
these sharks have evolved to learn that they'll get an easy feed hanging off the back of their boat.
So this shark's behaviour is pretty specific to
Yeah.
this island.
Yeah. A couple other spots we fish where they're like this,
Yep.
but nowhere near as frightening as here.
So the sharks are thick here at Cape Wessel, as we know, Cape Carnage they call it. That is a mackerel that is not going to go for commercial use. That's going to feed the crew tonight. But look at the size of that bite. That was a 2.5 metre shark all over him. He had a couple of friends as well. Man, this is adrenaline. Adrenaline.
See what I mean?
Hang on, I think you're on there, girl. And I'm on too. You beauty. Oh,
You go, you
jeez.
pull yours in, you got it?
Jesus. Jesus.
Alright, make it a run. Alright, hang on, wait up, don't pull any more.
Oh,
Alright.
hell. You can see why they use gloves. Here we go. We've got another fully here. Good work, girl.
Not so. Oh no,
Was that a shark right there?
no, thanks. Looked at.
Pretty excited, pretty nervous too actually. Because I know how hard these guys can pull, and I know how hard the sharks can pull. Part of me wants to hook up, little part of me doesn't.
That's perfectly normal, mate. If it makes you feel any better, I poop myself. I crack a dance every time I come out here.
Really?
Yep.
And you've been doing it for 30 years. That really instills confidence in me too.
Yeah, but come on, have a look at the size of my arms, mate. We got a little bit more
These are just show muscles, Juanita. They're just show muscles.
a little bit more horsepower than that.
Mackerel has got a wanted poster of Juanita underneath the water. Dead or alive.
I'm out of you guys are bringing me in.
Oh, you're on. Here we go.
You want to have a crack?
All right.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Right, ready? They're busy right now.
Eyes off, I think.
Go, 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 go. Righto. How'd you get past that time?
No. Hold him up.
What to do now?
That happened pretty quickly. I was wondering why
You're still allowed to count that.
I was wondering why I was doing so well.
You had no propeller.
That's right. Gone. It's just incredible. The sharks around here are just absolutely insane, the amount that they're on. And like Juanita said, they're actually trained themselves to feed like this. This is actually a natural feeding process for them now. Coming behind these boats, they obviously know the sound of the engines and will just hang around, wait for one of these guys to be disabled by getting hooked up, and then that's the only time that they're fast enough to catch mackerel.
No, you can't start processing it else. What are they fantastic for? What are they? What are the silicone? Shark fish factory. Make sure you don't miss. Make sure you
Oh, that was a big one.
What are they fantastic for? What are they?
Still full.
What, Mackie Bay? What's that, Salt Bay? Mackie Bay. Yeah, you guys understand that.
Yeah. Just drop mackerels like this.
So I made a mistake on that one. I've got the gut cavity. That side's beautiful.
I know he's got it.
Wow.
Yeah, so when it's done like this, we've lost the tail, so it's harder to fill it.
Oh, yeah.
So you just got to find wherever you can start, take it through, and especially for the way we fill it, once you've lost that tail, it makes it harder to process. And it's beautiful because you just pick the white line on the belly. That's how you
that's
fill
all,
it.
okay.
That's how you follow that.
Oh, okay. White line on the belly. Right. I remember that.
Same up, so you flip it over, same thing. That I might get that hole to it, so we'll try and take it back there. And you can, that one you can see the difference in the flesh. So that there versus this one here, which hasn't been bitten by a shark. That looks like you've just caught it 5 minutes ago. That one's stressed, so it started pumping adrenaline through its body. And you can see, even though we've pulled that in 30 seconds, it looks like it's older than this one is, but they're about the same time.
And what makes it look older? The lighter colour.
Yeah, see how it's starting to get a bit fluffy
Oh, yeah.
along here. So this one here, that doesn't pass my quality control. So that one's got to be sliced. We can't put that in our pro box.
Right.
So it's got to be perfect like that.
Does everyone have standards like this?
No, I think our standards are higher, but that's there are definitely people who adhere to the same standards as what we do. Quality is everything. If your reputation takes one batch of subpar fish, and your name's mud after that.
How long have you been doing this, like?
Well, I was on the boat from 2 to 3 weeks old, and I've been out. I'm 28 this year, so I've been here pretty much the whole time. Hey!
It shows.
Fill it in 6 months.
Straight with a knife.
Holy shit! I did that for Mike's benefit.
I've been out here for 40 shit. Never dropped a knife.
So that was the perfect example of what not to do.
And all this stuff you're talking about in terms of the quality of the fish and the way you process it, that applies to all species of fish?
Exactly. Yeah, especially what Juanita was saying with the brain spiking. If you brain spike every fish, you just guarantee that your quality is going to be twice as good as if you didn't.
Okay, because we've been doing it wrong, Simmo and I, a lot of the time. We neck a fish straight away, thinking that we need the brain to operate the heart to keep pumping out the blood.
So there could be truth behind that. I'm not going to definitively say that that's not the case. I know with tuna, they cut them on here and let the brain pump the blood out.
Yeah.
I just know from what we do with mackerel.
Yeah.
It's more a safety principle as well. So you've got a mackerel going spastic in front of you. The first thing you want to do is shut that fish down quietly because it becomes safer then, and then you can deal with everything after that. It's also cleanliness. You can see we keep the boat as clean as possible because you're preparing food for populations.
Yeah.
So now they'll go into our wash tub there, which has got constantly running water.
Yep.
And that water just washes the fish, washes the last bits of blood off. And then after that it goes into the boxes, straight down the freezer.
Yeah, and that's, the thing that I've seen so far, this whole process, is there's not one element that isn't designed to keep that mackie as fresh as possible. The whole process is designed that way, I suppose, is it? Safety and quality.
Safety.
They're the two things. Yeah. There you go. If you ever see wild caught mackie on the menu, I'd advise to have a crack at that.
Not over-exaggerating when you use wild spike.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go. Whack him in there, Morgs.
Here we go.
I'm going to go after this. Here we go. Bull shark. That's a bull shark.
Go. Take that other one behind you. Grab that frame behind
Here we
you.
go. Look at that. Whoa! Shark's in
Bitten
here.
that rope off.
He's
Grab the frame
bitten the
over.
rope in half. This is actually where Morgs, I don't know if you saw series 1 of Fishing the Wild. This is where Morgs fell in the drink because one of these mackerel came through the boat. Morgs had to jump out of the way to avoid it. The severity of the situation at that time. I'm scared. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yo.
Give me the
jeez.
heebie-jeebies here.
The ocean whaler,
Black tip reef shark.
black tip reef shark, bronze whaler, lemon shark, and bull shark.
Look at that one.
They're the bull shark. Yeah, that's a bull shark.
That's a
They're-
deadly one.
they're the scary
massive,
ones.
Massive bull shark.
There's another one. Look at that. They're just hanging. Oh, jeez. Just the weight of these things alone. You imagine if you were in amongst that and two of these guys pulling in different directions, you are going in half very quickly. Oh. All right, I'm going to get back in there. That's awesome. That is so cool.
Oh, they got the line.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are you going to do? Put one up?
Just an insane amount of sharks out the back here all the time, and they'll hit that pretty quickly. Whoa. 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 Oh, some big bull sharks down there too. And they're the bad boys around here. Tiger sharks and bull sharks, Anita, that's the... Whoa!
All the sharks with teeth, the bad ones, they're not.
It's just absolutely incredible. Whoa! It's just carnage. We had a GoPro in the water and a shark came along and just ate the GoPro. So there it is. Yeah, they're eating rope, they're eating absolutely anything that touches the water. So if one of us just puts any limb in there, jumps in, over. So that's why it's really important boat rules to have. Stay in boat. Stay in boat. That's the biggest rule.
Company with Keith, Gary, and Rhubarb. We get on like that on fire, don't worry.
The lighthouse is going as well. It's
No, I wouldn't say it's
completely
still
beautiful.
Headbutted the side of the dinghy.
Hit the bottom of a flat bottom boat.
Just totally, just a one time, just totally supportive. Just
Too quick. It's an absolute wank.
just made it like.
Yeah, that's Robbie. Yeah.
There was that 20 shark cruising around. They would definitely weren't keen to hop in the water. And I said to them, as long as you stay part of the silhouette of the boat, you can't, you look like you're part of the boat. Rob said that to me.
Yeah, he actually pulled out
And so we're just waiting. We're just like, no, we're waiting for border force.
Yeah, we need a phone call.
And then it wasn't until the next time.
Remarkable days seem to just continuously stack up on one another out here in the Territory. If you make the effort and you put yourself in wild places, well, inevitably, wild things are gonna happen. Fishing the wild has always been more about the wild than it has the fishing. Our love for being in it and our passion for learning more about it. And being around people who share the same experiences and outlook is something just as valuable as the experience itself. And on that note, we would like to wholeheartedly thank the wonderful Wildcard family for their continuous friendship and hospitality. And if you'd like to experience the wild Wessels Islands for yourself and be a part of the Wildcard family while you're doing it, then head to wildcardluxurycruises.com.au. Simmo and I both believe it's the wildest fishing adventure in Australia. Their details are also in the description area of this video. And of course, if you'd like to know more about the Northern Territory and how to plan your own adventure, then head to northernterritory.com to find out more. And if you haven't, consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. It helps us creating more of these free episodes. We would also like to sincerely thank the traditional owners of the Wessels Island group for allowing us to visit. See you next time.